We had an interesting NFL Week 11. Week 11, Josh Allen finally beat the Chiefs. Do that mean they're ready? No, that don't mean they're ready. For the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, you know the story. Don't take them serious until the playoffs. He needed to get it against Patrick Mahomes. They needed that more than the Chiefs needed it. Chiefs just got themselves grounded. They just finally lost the game. They weren't going to go undefeated. They was going to lose one. And luckily, I picked that right. No, I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm just saying I got that one right. Got that one right, okay? What else done happened? Seems like Bo Nix playing a little football, ain't he? Might have to pick him this week. Bo Nix, might have to pick him. They're putting up points. I guess we'll talk about the Texans a little bit when I get there. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's take this thing at the top. Steelers and Browns. We already know I'm going with the Steelers. We already know that. Browns, that's a rivalry, which you have a lot of those every week, seem like. But this week here is kind of, I won't say it's tricky. A lot of these are just no-brainers. Who is easy to pick for this week. Some of them a little, can go either way, just depending on which way you want to go. But for me, for the Steelers and Browns, I'm going with the Steelers. The Steelers are red hot. I haven't seen the Steelers come out of the gate like this in a long time. And they're playing the Browns, who kind of, you know how that goes. Their season's pretty much been wasted. They don't even know who their quarterback going to be next year full time. That's how bad that is. But the Browns are at home. Steelers are red hot. I never would have thought that Russell would be at the helm with these Steelers going the way they're going. Probably would have thought it'd been Fields, but no. Look like Russell Wilson is coming into his own, giving you a little bit last of juice he's got left while he's still in the league. Ball is up. Steelers are looking good. They should look at this and say, you know what? This might be our only chance to try to take this thing all the way to the Super Bowl. Only chance. They're looking that good. I got to give it to them. So I will take the Steelers in Week 12 against the Browns. Let's do that. Vikings and Bears. This is a good one. And you know what I'm going to do with this one? Usually I would pick the Vikings. A lot of people probably would pick the Vikings in this one if they had any money on it, or they're, betting, serious betting. Yeah, this is going to be one of my bold predictions right here. If it's a bold prediction, I think it's a bold prediction because the Bears, they kind of win one, lose two, win two, lose four, kind of a ball club. So they're at home, big powerhouse coming in like the Vikings. They want to take care of that. Vikings and Bears, that is a rivalry if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? I think they have a little rivalry going on historically, I believe. Vikings and Bears. I'm taking the Bears against the Vikings in Week 12. Caleb Williams showed me something. We'll do it like that. Patriots and Dolphins. Going with the Dolphins. Dolphins picked it up. Got Tua back. They look energetic. Look like they want to take a small push. I don't know. Is it time left? Maybe. Can they get in there? But against the Patriots, that should be an easy one for them. You say easy. They could lose it. Could be a knockout, drag-out ball game. Who knows? NFL goes that way sometimes. But I believe in these Dolphins in Week 12 against these Patriots, and that's what I'm going with. So let's do it like that. We don't have a full week of football in Week 12. We got some buys. A lot of teams on a bye. So I think we only got like 13 games going on this weekend. And, Monday Night Football, of course. So, Buccaneers and Giants. I'm going Buccaneers. Y'all probably figured that. I'm going Buccaneers. No doubt about it. I just don't like the Giants. I never really liked the Giants. As long as I've been watching, covering, playing football, didn't care for those Giants. Not like Lawrence Taylor. I love watching him play. Sims, all those guys. Running back Meggett, or whatever his name was back then. Yeah, a little something like that, but never rooted for the New York Giants. And of course, being in the Eagles division, you can figure that. But I think the Bucs gonna get them. I'm going with the Bucs. Broncos and Raiders. This one is easy for me. I'm going with the Broncos. They put up points last week. Who did they beat, actually? The Falcons. Beat the Falcons 38-6. Falcons started out looking good. They got to get back on their stride. They're 6-4. Well, since they lost, now they're 6-5. But Broncos, they're 6-5. So, yeah, Falcons and Broncos got a tied record. So I think the Broncos going to keep it going against those Raiders. I'm going to take the Broncos in Week 12. That's how we do it. Take this down. 49ers and Packers. Something tells me to go with those Packers at home. But you know what? You know who's back? Do y'all know who's back? Christian McCaffrey. That's the only reason why I'm picking him this week against the Packers. Because Christian McCaffrey is back. And what do we call him? All-purpose. That's right. Christian McCaffrey. All-purpose flour. Because he gets the cooking. No doubt. It's going to be a good game. And it's one of those that can go either way. It could. But I think the 49ers are going to overpower them. They're going to out-execute them. Jordan Love could be on the run, trying to buy himself some time. I just think it's this time of year now. We're starting to finish up, getting ready for the playoffs. 49ers started out real sluggish right now. They'll wear. They'll wear. And they getting in playoff form. Yeah. 49ers in Week 12. All right. Let's go down one. Ravens and Chargers. This a doozy, folks. This a doozy. The Hardballs. The Hardballs are going up against each other. The brothers, head coaches. I'm going to say something. I really want to pick those Chargers. I do. I really want to pick those Chargers. Because Jim Harbaugh, I'm with him. No doubt. I'm a big fan of Jim. Big fan of John. But in this situation with him coming back to the NFL, when he left, he was a great coach. You know, took off to college for a while in Michigan, come right back in the NFL, trying to make his mark. I'm behind him. Want him to do well. Want him to do well. But I can't go with my heart on this one. Got to go with my mind. And my mind is telling me that there's no way the Ravens going to lose 2 weeks in a row. Not going to happen. Something will happen if they lose 2 weeks in a row. I don't see that happening. It's going to be a knockout, drag out. Tune in to that one. That is Monday Night Football. It's going to be a doozy. 2 brothers on Monday Night Football, man. Got to be going great in that family. But yeah, I'm taking those Ravens. I don't see them losing twice in a row. Can't see it. Ravens. Let's take this thing to the top. There we are. Titans and Texans. Of course, we're taking the Texans. No doubt about that. Am I impressed about last week against the Cowboys? No, I'm not impressed. The pressure was on for them, I will tell you that. It's a game they're supposed to win, and they're supposed to blow them out and win very handedly, which they did. 34-10. Beat the Cowboys. Cowboys are dysfunctional. A lot of injuries. Their spirit pretty much gone. This season, all lost. Is it an inside rivalry? Yes. Anytime those 2 teams get together, it's a big rivalry. That's how we look at it. But the Texans take it serious. The fans of Dallas take it serious. But the players, the organization, ownership, I don't think they really look at it that much. So I look at that game. Texans needed it. They had to have it. I'm not impressed far as looking forward to the future going into the playoffs. They still got to tighten up a lot of things. The offensive line, they did a decent enough job where they wasn't pitiful. They held for them a little longer than they did last week or a week prior. Nico Collins was back. Offense looked totally different as far as the passing game. Big improvement having Nico out there. And he made plays. But who's the player of the week? Who's the player of the month? Who's the player of the year for the Texans? Yeah, you guessed it. Joe Mixon. Where would the Texans be without Joe Mixon this season? This man is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I'm already saying, remember we was doing that Arian Foster and Joe Mixon, which we are Joe Mixon over Arian Foster, no doubt about it. I'm almost starting to go on a limb and say he's the second best running back they ever had. And we can mix in with the Oilers too. Texas Oilers, Joe Mixon. Earl Campbell, Joe Mixon. Am I crazy? Yeah, he ain't been in H-Town that long. I know he hasn't. You don't want to call him a Houstonian yet. Is that it? It don't matter. It's about production, producing. The way he's running, his run style. He's a bulldog. He's elusive. He's quick. You know what I mean? He's agile. He got the smarts. He knows how to find holes. He knows how to find angles to burst around the corners, head up the sideline, get a touchdown. He can stumble over people. He got that stop and go action. And he's cocky and he's confident. Everything you need in a running back. Yeah, he can catch it out of the backfield too. He can block. He got it all. Yeah, he has it all. Our question now is, how long can we keep him in Houston? How long can we keep him? I'm hoping for the rest of his career. That's what I'm hoping. Bar no injuries at all. Because this guy came off an ankle injury, came back, and it's like he never was hurt. Never was hurt. So Houston Texans, that was a good win to get. Wasn't pretty. You know, there's a lot of mistakes. Still some penalties. Some miscues here and there. Yeah, we know all of that. But you was able to get the win. And yeah, I'm still a little nervous as far as moving towards the playoffs because I don't think you're ready for Baltimore Ravens yet. I'm nervous with you against the Buffalo Bills. I'm nervous with you against the 49ers. I'm nervous for you against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's a lot of teams to be nervous with. So these last 6 games, gotta tighten it up. Gotta tighten it up. And this offensive line, I know we can't get a new one. But bottle up what you did last week. It wasn't picture perfect, but it was enough for CJ to make some plays, him to find more than just 1-2 receiver on a read. You just bought him a little more time, and you're going to need that because I'm telling you, man, when you get to these playoffs where you play the Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills, these teams are coming. Hey, the bill is out already with the Texans. Soft interior is what they're looking at. They're going to run blitz schemes. They're going to smash that line of scrimmage. They're going to force C.J. Stroud to make quick decisions. And what we've seen so far, he hasn't been making the right decisions under pressure on a consistent basis. It's been a lot of sacks. It's been some turnovers. A lot of 3 and outs. Just remember, man, the playoffs is a whole different animal. That's why this team will have to tighten that thing up. Tighten it up. Before I can look at it and say, going to the playoffs, like, we're ready. We can beat anybody. Line us up against them, we can beat anybody. Don't feel like that right now. So, they got a few weeks. Tighten this thing up. Titans is a good start. This should be another blowout. Titans shouldn't have no chance in this one. Because like I said, against the Cowboys, that game was going to show you a lot. If the Cowboys went toe-to-toe with them, or if the Cowboys got lucky and pulled out a win, oh man, there would have been no hope. Everybody, whatever we had in them, we would have lost it. That's how big that game was for the Texans. So, yeah, I know I rambled a lot on that one. But Texans in week 12. Speaking of the Cowboys, here they are against the Commanders. So can we call the Cowboys the new Misfits? Are they Misfits number 3, right? Because what we got, the Giants are number 1 Misfit, right? And did we say the Browns was Misfits number 2? I think we could say the Cowboys are Misfits number 3. Can we do that? Do we got to pull straws, rock, paper, scissors? Okay. Misfits number 3, Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to Commanders in week 12. Okay. Chiefs and Panthers. Oh, man. Oh, boy. I'm going to let y'all pick this one for me. What y'all think? What y'all think? Chiefs or Panthers? Could it be an upset? Nah. So look like no upset. I'm going to go with y'all. Y'all say go with those Chiefs. I'm going with those Chiefs. And I know that's what y'all pick. I know. Trust me. We're going Chiefs.